Happy Thursday.
Woo-hoo.
My Thirsty Thursday consists of Baja Blast.
Oh, I'm jealous. I want Taco Bell so bad.
Yeah, we had it for lunch.
Oh, I'm jealous. I passed it yesterday and was dreaming about it.
It is hard to pass up. Taco Bell, if you ever want to sponsor me.
Yeah, just
Baja
for the
Blast,
Baja
take this
Blast.
stand.
Yeah, just for the amount of Baja Blast that girl drinks.
Yeah, I'll gladly take a lifetime supply.
A lifetime supply.
So today my case will be a disappearance. Not really mysterious this time. You can kind of speculate what happened, but she still has not been found. So this will be the disappearance of Jennifer Kesse. She was born on May 20th, 1981 to parents Drew and Joyce Kessie. She was born in New Jersey but grew up in Tampa, Florida. She was the oldest of two children and was best friends with her little brother Logan. Yeah. Jennifer is described as an adventurous dynamo with a thirst for knowledge. She had the ability to light up a room and was extremely loyal to her friends. Jennifer was also very cautious. She got this from her parents because they had been held at gunpoint years before in New Jersey. So she from that, they always instilled in her to always be prepared, always be cautious.
That's scary, yeah.
It is very scary. Jennifer graduated from Vivian Gaither High School in Tampa before attending the University of Central Florida, where she was a member of the Alpha Theta Pi sorority. She graduated with honors in 2003 with a degree in finance. She received numerous job offers and took a job at Central Florida Investments Timeshare Company in Okeechee, Florida. She worked as a financial analyst at Central Florida Investments Timeshare Company and was promoted twice within her first year.
Wow.
Yeah, so she's good at what she does.
Yeah.
In January 2005, Jennifer met a man named Rob Allen while he was in Orlando for a trade show. They began dating despite him living in Fort Lauderdale, but they were described to have a good relationship and they spent almost every weekend together. Jennifer was able to purchase her first home, which was a condo, due to her success at work at the Mosaic at Millennia condominium complex at 3736 Conroy Road in Orlando.
Oh, I bet
And it was a
that
pretty
was
nice condo.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I bet it was a very nice and
Yeah.
cost a nice pretty penny as well.
Probably did. And she bought it on her own. So I'm going to post a picture of the layout of the condo. I couldn't find exactly when she purchased it, but articles say it was not long before she disappeared.
Yeah.
But I couldn't find an exact day or month of when she purchased it. At the time of her disappearance, the complex was undergoing a change from apartments to condos and was filled with construction workers. The complex allowed workers to stay in vacant condos. It's reported that the workers made her feel uneasy because they would catcall, whistle, and verbally harass her.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. Her uncle, Bill Gilmore, and Jennifer even Jennifer made a formal complaint to the property management company in charge of her building, but they didn't really do anything.
No, they didn't do nothing about it. They don't care.
Nope. That's just gross.
I'm already frustrated now.
Yeah. Do your job. Leave people alone.
Yeah, leave women alone.
Yeah. And she was very pretty. If you're watching the YouTube video, we're starting to insert photos we're talking about now. Or you can follow us on Instagram, and we post all the photos we reference there too. If you're listening to the podcast, oh, never mind. I just said that. Okay.
Check us out on Instagram.
um, Jennifer's childhood best friend, Lauren McCarthy, told 48 Hours that Jennifer had chosen Mosaic at Millennia Condos because it was a gated community with a guard, which made her feel safe. So it's sad that these workers are coming in
Yeah.
and making her feel
And
unsafe.
being disgusting. Yeah.
Yeah. McCarthy said she was extremely safety conscious. She was aware of her surroundings. She carried pepper spray with her at all times. She was the type of person who would call her mom or dad or me when she was simply walking from Target in the parking lot if it was dark. So that's what makes this case and just life in general like very scary because you can be alert and prepared at all times and bad things can still happen to you.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's a really good habit for her to like get into of like being on the phone when she's walking alone and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know this case, so I don't know what's coming as to what the story
Right.
is. But like you said, you can still only be so prepared
Yeah. Which is scary for anybody,
for anybody. Yep.
but especially for women.
Yeah.
Jennifer and Rob, her boyfriend, returned from a vacation at St. Croix in the U.S. Virgin Islands on the evening of January 22nd, 2006. Jennifer stayed at Rob's place that night so she wouldn't have to drive home late because Fort Lauderdale to Orlando is about a 3-hour drive. She drove straight to work from Rob's house in the morning, that next morning. Her mom told 48 Hours, Jen shared every detail about the trip. She was just really happy. She was on a cloud.
Oh,
The last time she was seen was at 6 p.m. on the evening of January 23rd as she was leaving work. On the drive back to her condo, she spoke to her father and her brother, and she also made calls to her mother and best friend that evening. The last person to speak with Jennifer was Rob around 10 o'clock p.m. Jennifer typically leaves for work between 7:30 and 8 a.m., but on the morning of January 24th, 2006, she never arrived, nor made her usual phone call or text to her boyfriend. Rob tried calling Jennifer's cell phone while on his way to work between 8 and 9 a.m., but each call went to voicemail. He just assumed she was in a meeting and didn't worry too much at that point. But the rest of his calls to her later that morning also went directly to voicemail. Jennifer's employer contacted her parents around 11 a.m. out of concern because she didn't show up or call, which is very unlike her. Drew and Joyce, her parents, also made attempts to contact their daughter with no success. They contacted hospitals and jails. They called Jennifer's building manager to check on her condo. The manager reported that everything appeared normal and her car was not in the parking spot that she had. And one weird thing I noticed about the parking at this place, because I was reading a Reddit article and they posted a link to the exact apartment she lived in. And one of the photos shows outside, and it's like parallel parking along the building rather than like a parking lot, which I thought was kind of weird.
okay. Yeah.
So there's like a road, parallel parking, some grass, and then the building.
Okay. But
I
her
just thought it
car
was kind of,
was not there.
yeah, her car was not in any of those parking spaces.
Okay.
Jennifer's parents and her brother made the 2-hour drive from Bradenton, Florida, where they live, to Jennifer's condo, arriving between 3 p.m. and 3:15. Her suitcase was found unpacked, but she had only been home for a day, so that wasn't too unusual. It takes me like 3 months to unpack from a vacation, so
Yep.
that would
Kirsten's
definitely
guilty of
not
that.
be unusual for me.
Kind of a running joke. We get home from a vacation. I'm like, did you unpack yet?
Yeah. No, I'm just staying packed for the next one.
Yep. That's right.
There were signs she did get ready for work that morning. The shower and towels were still wet. Clothes were laid out on the bed, and her hair and makeup products were like thrown across the bathroom counter. The only items missing were her purse, iPod, briefcase, keys, and cell phone, which have never been found. And her
Okay.
black four-door 2004 Chevy Malibu was missing. Logan, her brother, tried questioning some of the construction workers on site, but he described them as being uncooperative.
I'm sure.
Yeah. which is like suspicious. A
A little bit, a little bit.
little bit. Jennifer's parents were becoming more and more concerned, so they called the police that evening, who shrugged off her disappearance, saying she'd likely had a fight with her boyfriend and would return.
You don't know her.
No. Like, just.
I know. Why do they always like no, I wouldn't be reporting this person if it was normal behavior. This is not normal.
Right? Like, her parents drove 2 hours because no one can heard from her, which is very unusual. Her job is even concerned about her not showing up. And the police
Exactly.
are just like, she probably had a fight with her boyfriend, who she literally just came home from a great vacation with.
Yeah. They didn't have a fight, obviously. He was trying to call her in the morning or whatever, and
Right?
just excuses so they didn't have to jump to it and put in some work.
Exactly. It's so infuriating.
I know. Bitches.
Me and Amber were talking that we're going to be starting a beat your ass list.
That's right.
And these police are going to be on it.
That's
Because
right.
why can no one do their job?
I don't know. Because it's
It's
frustrating.
frustrating. Like, you have a loved one who goes missing and police don't care because they think they know better.
Yeah, they do think. It's just so frustrating. I can't even.
It is. It is. And this is a figurative list, by the way. We're not actually going to beat anybody's ass.
No, yes, this is figuratively speaking.
Figurative list that we are going to run because we're going to add all the police force from Ellen's case on it.
Yeah, so like
From
pretty much every
Phoebe's
case
case.
we've done.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much every case we've covered.
almost everyone. All
Yeah.
of them. Yeah.
Yeah. In Savannah's case, they did search right away, but they were just oblivious to what was going on.
Yeah. Like I have had a case and stuff that they have put in the work too. But
Mm-hmm.
we even have cases coming out that are additionally ones that you will hear
Yes.
are bad police work. So
Yes. So if there's ever the chance to picket or riot against these people, that's what this list is for.
yeah, and just all of our peeps be ready.
Yeah. Yep.
We
So we're
riot
gonna
at
have a
dawn.
little theme song every time some bullshit comes up in a story.
Yes.
So we're gonna insert our little theme song every time
Oh yeah.
bullshit pops up.
That's right. That's gonna be our little anthem for these people fucking suck.
Yep. 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 Ugh. All right. So Jennifer's mom, Joyce, tells 48 Hours she slept in her condo for sure, and I think she got up for work as she normally would. Okay, I'm going to work. I have a meeting. It's busy. Locks the door of her condo. That's where the mystery starts, she says. And based on what was left behind and what wasn't, it does seem like she was getting ready to go to work.
Yeah, that's what I
Like,
would
all the
think.
makeup products she was using were still out. The shower was wet. Her
Yeah.
purse and keys are gone.
Briefcase.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all that stuff. She was headed to work. That was the
Yep.
plan.
Yep. Jennifer's family knew something was wrong, though. They contacted her friends to help distribute flyers along the route she took to work and contacted the local media, who broadcast a story about Jennifer. At 9 p.m. on January 24th, Jennifer was officially entered into the police department's system as a missing person, and a bolo was listed for her and her vehicle. Shortly after, investigators organized search parties on foot and horseback, as well as by ATV, car, helicopter, and boat. Her family found out over half of the units of the complex she was living in were unoccupied, and the security system had not yet been installed.
Why not?
It's a good question.
Yeah.
And the front gates were left open to allow the construction crews to enter and leave as they pleased.
Oh, okay. So no, no security at all. Okay.
So this gated community is just letting anybody in right now.
Hmm.
Just because there's construction.
Yeah. No. Yep. Safety last.
Yep. Yep, apparently. Police initially thought she had been abducted the night before, but this theory was ruled out based on the evidence found in her condo. They then believed she had been abducted either walking to her car or on her way to work. Investigators spoke with a couple in the complex who said they had seen Jennifer's car swerving erratically out of the parking lot around 7:40 a.m., but couldn't tell what way the car went once it passed through the front gate. This could be a sign of a struggle.
Yeah.
Attention was immediately placed on Jennifer's friends and family, who were questioned. Her parents and brother were eliminated as well as Rob after providing DNA and passing numerous polygraph exams. Jennifer's ex-boyfriend was also interviewed after it was discovered he had been at a bar across the street from her condo complex the night before she went missing, but he was also ruled out. Many of the construction workers turned out to be illegal immigrants, and many of them disappeared once police started investigating. So they were unable to question a majority of them.
Yeah.
Of those they did, they found the language barrier to be a hindrance. So you're telling me a police force in Orlando, like in Florida, has not a single Spanish-speaking person on it?
Exactly. What are you talking about?
No, and you're a police force. You can't hire or get a translator?
Get a translator,
You don't have access to that?
right? Like that's an excuse.
Like, there are a lot of Spanish-speaking people live in Florida. How do they contact them or communicate with them any other time?
Yeah, I was gonna say, look at us in the Key West. The Cuban influence there is
Yeah,
incredible. Like it's
yeah.
everywhere.
So, like, what do you mean the language barrier was a hindrance?
It's an excuse.
It
There's
is.
just full of them.
It is. Okay. And also, unfortunately, her condo was never secured nor examined.
I'm done. I quit. I quit. This is it.
Now, every sentence I say from here on out is going to have the theme song in it, I feel
Right,
like.
literally.
What is
Oh.
happening?
I negligence. I don't know. I can't make excuses for people because there is none. So
No.
they're just being plain lazy and stupid. It's really what it is.
It's just astonishing how many times we're coming across this.
It's making me sick. It really is. It's really
And we only have a handful of episodes out.
yeah, literally.
Like, when
So
this
it
episode gets released, we'll have more out, but at the time we're recording this, we only have 8 episodes out. And we've already come across this many times.
yeah, it's nuts.
Police did take her computer, but if they had found anything, it hadn't been reported on. So I'm assuming nothing too suspicious happened there because this was back in 2006.
Yeah, yeah.
On January 26th, her car was found abandoned outside another apartment complex called Huntington on the Green, about a mile away from her apartment complex, or now condo complex. This place is apparently known for drug activity.
Oh no.
Yeah. According to security footage, her car had been parked there since 12 p.m. on the day she went missing. They reported there did not seem to be any signs of a struggle. The amount of gas in the tank indicated it hadn't been driven outside of Jennifer's normal route, and a valuable DVD player was still left on the back seat. Oh,
Mm,
DVD players.
yeah, good old DVD players. I still
Yeah.
have one.
I think my parents do.
Um, so I don't know if I should spit a theory or not yet,
Hmm. Go ahead.
but sounds like, especially if she really was driving erratically, I bet somebody was waiting for her to get in her car and jumped in that some bitch so fast she couldn't do nothing about it. And, you know, you do a lot with a gun pointed at you, or, you know.
Yeah, that's a good theory. It's certainly possible. The only abnormal finding police reported was a large boot print near the gas pedal, and the driver's seat had been adjusted. The car was photographed and taken for forensic examination. They did not find much evidence, only a latent print that was later determined to belong to Jennifer and a small DNA fiber that proved inconclusive. The car was captured on a security camera at the complex, and the person behind the wheel was recorded exiting the vehicle and walking away.
But
Unfortunately, their face was obscured, so they couldn't see any details.
could they not tell whether it was a man or a woman?
Yeah, it looks like a man. I did see the footage. I'll see if I can get some screenshots of it to include in our pictures on YouTube. But it was 2006, so it's very grainy, not good quality footage.
Yeah.
The footage was even sent to NASA for enhancement, but it didn't help with identification.
Do
Like
they
it's
eventually
literally
come out and say it's a man though? Like, and
you can just kind of tell way
but
he's
nobody ever
walking.
states like as a fact
Um,
that
I don't know. I don't remember.
like that as a reported. Like I wasn't sure if like that's what police reported is like we're looking
Yeah,
for a
but it's
man or
like you can just tell it's a guy. It's a man walking
yeah.
away. It's just like his
Yeah.
side profile walking past a fence.
Okay.
Detective Joel Wright told 48 Hours, quote, "We've done quite a bit of measuring and work with the camera angles and also had people of different heights walk by. We've come up with a height of between 5'3" and 5'5", and this has been backed up by the FBI, who also came down and checked out the figures. Now, the clothing looks to be maybe someone who is a painter or some type of worker," end quote.
Mm-hmm.
And it does. He's wearing like a white outfit. He looks like he's some sort of construction worker. Um, and it seems pretty likely this was probably one of the construction workers at her working at her apartment complex.
Wow.
Police
Scary.
also, it is,
Yeah,
it is.
because like I mean, I pass. I work around those types of workers all the time. Actually,
You do, yeah, that's right, you do.
I
So
do.
you have to be careful. You don't. They get you alone. You don't know what could happen.
Yeah, and they're yeah. I mean, I'm not even in a gated area. You know.
Right? Yeah. And we talked about before that even though this is a gated apartment complex, they were leaving the gate open so the construction workers could come and go.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, because they would have to.
So,
And you know what? The one gated community I'm thinking of does the same thing.
which doesn't make sense to me. Like you're a gated community for a reason. Like why can't you just let the people in? Like if once they show proof of what company they're working for, okay, open the gate for them.
I would say they do if it's like carpet cleaners or something like that. Like meet at the front office, get a fob they borrow or something to
Mm-hmm.
get in the gate because they have to also return the key to the apartment that they're working
Yeah.
on. Do you know what I mean? Like it's a key. They don't get to keep that key. They get to go in there, take the key, work, and then come out and give back the key.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It's scary. You
Yeah,
know.
that is
I
very
don't know. I mean, obviously they're just hiring a company. They're not doing background checks on every employee that works for the company. You know, it's
no,
just
they're vendors.
they're
Yeah, that
just
has
like
nothing
trusting they're
to
going to
do
do their
with
job.
yeah, it has really honestly nothing to do with who's working there. They are just contracting a vendor out. They're outsourcing, you know. Like
Mm-hmm. Right.
nobody they don't know who's working in there. They don't
Yep.
know each person coming in and out whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
Names or anything. Nope.
Yep. And that's pretty much like any place. You know, you're just hiring the vendor. You don't care who works for them.
Yep.
Scary.
It is.
Police also discovered a married manager at Jennifer's workplace had romantically pursued her despite her refusing his advances. According to Jennifer's co-workers, he was very open about his attraction to her, and on the day following her disappearance, he said she'd likely been eaten by alligators.
Ugh. Okay, sir.
Yeah. Like,
Um,
why are you going right to that?
you gotta be slicker than a 6-year-old, you know? Yes. Because I, it was you, man. Who
Hmm.
says that?
Right. Like, I don't know.
I don't
He
know.
was also, ironically, late for work on the morning of her disappearance.
Yeah, Betty was.
When questioned, he said he'd been taken to jail after becoming irate at a police officer for giving him a speeding ticket. And after multiple interviews, he was ruled out as a suspect.
So that actually happened?
Yeah, I guess so.
And who makes fucking comments like,
I
she got
know.
eaten by
I know.
alligators?
But it's
Excuse
also
me,
like,
sir.
what are the odds that the day that you're a creep and on the day your employee goes missing that you're also late for work? It's just a weird timing. But
It
he
is
was ruled
very
out.
weird timing. He deserved it. That was karma getting his ass, like with
Yeah,
the
it
whole
was. That's
ticket.
true. That's
Oh,
right.
yeah. Yeah. Oh,
I love when karma does her job.
damn right. That's my bitch.
A security guard who was hired to keep a log of visitors at Jennifer's condo complex handed over incomplete records, and they discovered a complete set of keys for the complex had been stolen a month before she went missing.
Oh, was this not reported to police? And also from experience, once again here, when keys are stolen, you rekey everything. Everything gets rekeyed.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
They
safety
changed the locks.
protocol. Every single whatever key was on that ring, it's gone. Somebody has that. That is now other people's safety at risk. Those locks have to be rekeyed, no
Yep, that
matter
is not
what.
what this place did.
No, because it would cost them too much money, and
Yep,
they're ignorant.
yep, it's
They don't
all
care.
about money everywhere.
Yep, they do not care about your safety.
Nope, they don't give two shits.
Yeah, that could have been a serial rapist who's gotten every key to every place in
Yeah,
there, and they're like, "Oh shit, I didn't know."
yep, and they were
Disgusting.
keeping incomplete records.
Oh, a shocker.
Like, it's just frustrating.
Rage, rage, fucking rage.
And that's why we will also insert our theme song
Yeah,
again
that's
in this
right.
episode. Police and search dogs did search the nearby woods by the condo complex, but never found anything. And unfortunately, Jennifer's case starts to go cold. In May of 2007, Jennifer's job offered a $1 million reward for information leading to her whereabouts.
Wow.
Her job did that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. What other company would do that for their employee that's missing?
Yeah.
It was active until July 4th, 2007, and the stipulation was that she had to be alive. No one came forward to claim it. A $5,000 reward was offered by Central Florida Crime Line for information leading to the location of her remains, but again, no one came forward. Police did look into Jennifer's cell phone records, but it wasn't helpful because her phone had been turned off, and there has been no activity on her credit or bank cards since she went missing. So now we're going up to 2009. One of the detectives takes a fresh look at her case. He interviewed a former housekeeper at the complex who was never questioned in 2006 and found out the man on surveillance footage resembled someone named Chino. Chino lived in another building at Jennifer's condo complex, and he was a former maintenance man. They ran his name through a database and found Chino was arrested in 2008 for the statutory rape of a teenage girl and he was in prison when the detective interviewed him. He was given a polygraph test and passed. Jennifer's father, though, thinks Chino was lying. The last official police search for Jennifer occurred in February 2014, and she was legally declared dead by the state of Florida in 2016. So not really much came of the Chino thing.
Yeah.
Now we're going up to December of 2018. The Kessies sued the Orlando Police Department for Jennifer's files. They felt abandoned by them and believed no one had actually worked on her case in years. And they were correct. Because the last search for her was in 2014. And they declared
Yeah.
her dead in 2016, so they were doing nothing.
Yeah.
They won and were given more than 16,000 documents and 67 hours of video and audio recordings. The files came with the stipulation that the police department would no longer lead the investigation. The
Okay.
Kessie family learned that there had been no recorded documentation of investigative efforts between late 2012 and 2019. They
So
hired
7 years
private... Yeah, of nothing.
of
No
nothing.
documentation. They hired private investigator Michael Toretta to work on the case. In 2019, investigators received information that a witness saw a pickup truck dump a 6 to 8 foot piece of rolled up carpet into Lake Fisher before driving away back in 2006. I'm not sure why this person waited so long to come forward. Dive team searched the body of water for 2 days but didn't find anything. A sonar company looked closely at the area again in 2024, but they didn't find the carpet or any signs of a body either.
Yeah, because they were lying.
Yeah, probably.
People are terrible.
Mm-hmm. In 2020, Fox News obtained exclusive evidence photos that show markings on Kessie's car indicative of a violent struggle. Handprints across the hood show there may have been an altercation. Her family said they were never made aware of these findings. Her dad is quoted saying, "It looked like someone was thrown down on top of the hood, arms spread out and then dragged back almost like off the hood to the point where you can almost see fingers scribbling down the hood." That's terrifying.
That is terrifying.
And if you remember earlier, I mentioned police said there were no signs of anything abnormal about the car.
Yeah. Yep. Fucking police.
Mm-hmm.
Not doing their job.
Yep. Toretta, the PI, believes one of the construction workers did it and claims up to 10 of them lived in the condo across from her. He said, quote, "What I'm thinking is Jennifer comes out, she locks the door. Of course, she has her back to the apartment behind her and then is abducted by those individuals across the hallway. She's locking the door and never sees it coming. She probably was attacked immediately upon exiting. She's dragged into that other apartment and that's the end," end quote. But I don't agree with that because it doesn't explain the fact that there's these findings on her car and the fact that her car was found at another complex.
Yeah.
Like, it seems more like a struggle happened outside of the apartment complex. So I don't agree with what the PI is thinking whatsoever. Like, none of
No.
the
I
evidence we have points to her being abducted in the building.
yeah.
Uh,
I mean, listen, we're not standing there looking at it, so
mm-hmm,
maybe they're getting it from a perspective of the hands-on, seeing how this complex and her car is set up. Do you know what I mean? I can't, but I do agree that I feel like it's sounding more like I'm still sticking to my theory. She didn't see it coming.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like I know it was like in the car didn't see it coming, but I either way, outside of the car, inside of the car, she didn't see it coming, and it
Mm-hmm.
happened so fast, so fucking
Yeah.
fast.
It is just strange that, like, there were no witnesses because it was, like, during the day. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know. Is the sun up at 7 a.m. in January?
it's probably just coming up.
So I don't know. Maybe it was still dark out when this was happening. I don't know.
I mean, maybe a lot of people weren't out at that time, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I
You
don't know.
know, yeah.
But whatever happened, apparently no one witnessed it, or if they did, they have not come forward.
Yeah. I won't come forward, I'm sure.
In 2022, her family also enlisted the help of the Florida Department of Law Enforcement. They plan to retest physical evidence as well as speak with new and old potential witnesses. Her dad believes she may have been trafficked. And I don't know. I hate even thinking about
I
trafficking. It's one of the scariest things that can happen to somebody.
It does, but they have the footage of the guy getting out of the car by himself, though.
Yeah.
I think. Nah, I think, unfortunately, I think she's dead.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah.
As of 2019, her family has spent over $500,000 of their own money to find their daughter. The family does have a GoFundMe I will link if you want to help in their investigative efforts. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
We.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. They also have Facebook and Instagram pages titled Find Jennifer Kesse if you want to follow and stay updated. And her last name is spelled Kesse. Jennifer is still considered missing and endangered by the Orlando Police Department, the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, the National Crime Information Center, the FBI, Orange County Police, Interpol, and the NCMA. Jennifer's parents have become advocates for families whose loved ones have gone missing. They've held numerous vigils over the years and worked with the University of Central Florida to establish the Jennifer Kesse Criminal Justice Scholarship Fund. On May 2, 2008, the Florida House of Representatives unanimously passed Senate Bill 502, the Jennifer Kesse and Tiffany Sessions Missing Persons Act, to reform how missing person cases are handled in Florida. Tiffany Sessions was a 20-year-old University of Florida student who disappeared while taking a walk in Gainesville on February 9, 1989. She is believed to have been abducted and killed by convicted murderer and rapist Paul Rolls, who died of cancer at age 64 in 2013 while serving a 19-year sentence in South Florida for sexual battery and kidnapping. Her remains have sadly never been found. Jennifer's uncle Bill wrote a book on her case called Aftermath of Jennifer Kesse's Abduction, an Uncle's Quest for Understanding and Inspiring Life Lessons. At the time of her disappearance, she stood between 5'8" and 5'9" and weighed approximately 120 to 130 pounds. She had shoulder-length sandy blonde hair and dark-colored eyebrows. Her eyes were green, but it's been noted they may appear blue depending on her clothing. She wears contact lenses. She has numerous distinguishing features, including a quarter-size shamrock tattoo on her left buttock. She also has skin tags along the outside of her left hand, a defined cleft chin, a non-raised, faded strawberry birthmark on her ribs, surgical scars along the inside of her left elbow, and a birthmark on the middle finger of her left hand at the second joint down. Anyone with information regarding the case are asked to contact the Kesse family tip line at 941-201-4009, the FBI's Orlando field office at 407-875-9976, or FBI VICAP at 1-800-634-4097. Tips can also be called into the Orlando Police Department at 321-235-5300, or via its crime line at 1-800-423-8477. There actually has been a little update in Jennifer's case. On July 6, 2025, it was announced that there has been a break in her case with new DNA evidence. Florida Department of Law Enforcement announced that they had obtained new DNA evidence, and using a list compiled by Kessie's team, they have narrowed down their persons of interest.
Oh,
So,
that was just recent.
yeah.
So
So as of July, they have persons of interest that they're looking into investigating. I haven't seen any other updates since that, so hopefully, here in the near future, we will
that'd be
have an
awesome.
even bigger update.
Yeah, like somebody they talked to and a body then.
Yeah. So
So
her case
I
is
can't.
not cold; it is active, which is very exciting. And I hope her
Yeah,
family gets answers, and I hope we figure out what happened.
yeah, and we will definitely, if there's an update, we're definitely we'll be posting that.
Yeah. So keep out for lookout for our lurking in the news
Keep
episode.
out, keep out, bitches.
Keep lurking around for
That's
our
right.
lurking in the
Yeah,
news episodes.
yeah, because we'll put an
That's
update
probably
in
where
that.
we'll share it.
Yeah,
So you don't
honestly,
want to miss
yeah.
that update.
No, and if you haven't checked out any of our lurking in the news, check them out.
Yeah, we have 6 of them if you want to binge listen.
Yeah, and one of them actually just recently was an updated little snippet about one that we had previously talked about. So
Yeah, we talked about a case in volume 1, and then volume 6 there was a new update. So things are
yeah,
always
so check
happening.
them out. That's right. And hopefully in the near future, we're going to put it out there. We'll have an update on this case in one of our lurking in the news.
Yeah, I have a good feeling. Like,
Yeah,
especially with that
that's a big
footage of that man we have is about what height he was.
yeah, yeah. That's a good step in the right direction.
Hmm. For the month of October,
Oh,
we are planning on doing a spooky themed episode all month long. So there's 5 Thursdays in October. So we're planning on doing 3 fun spooky episodes and then 2 true crime cases in the month of October.
yes. So we don't know how we'll space them out. We'll figure it out, but
Hmm.
just be on the lookout for those spooky little episodes. And they're gonna have true crime in them. They're not just gonna be like telling a ghost story, but
Right. Yeah.
uh, we will. It'll be a nice little spooky special for the month of October.
Yes, because we are spooky bitches and we love our spooky season.
Yeah, and that'll never change. So catch us next year doing the same damn thing.
Yeah. And if you're watching on YouTube, but first, Hocus Pocus.
Oh, I could have worn my. I have my Hocus Pocus shirt with me. I could have
Oh
worn it.
man, I should have
Damn.
timed that better.
Yeah, it's okay. October, we should work on like I don't know shirts or something.
Yeah, we'll have to. Yeah, or maybe even dress up sometime. You
A bitch
know.
is broke, man. A bitch is broke.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can be creative.
Yeah.
Make a costume out of
So,
something to have. I don't know. We'll
scrounge
figure it
around looking ratchet on
out.
the
Yeah.
internet. That's right.
Shein.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, look
All
forward to
right.
that. And it's only August now, but we're getting ready for spooky season. Well, to me,
Yes.
Halloween starts July 5th, so I've already been in spooky mode.
Oh, I wish a pumpkin would punch me in the face right
Right.
now.
Oh, and now from when we're recording this, pumpkin is out at Starbucks.
Hell yeah. I haven't gotten anything yet. But
Me
I'm
either,
going to get
actually.
something soon. And I want pumpkin bread. I'm going to bake some pumpkin bread.
Pumpkin pie.
Yeah, I'm not I'm not the biggest fan of pumpkin pie. I'll eat it. It's not my
Oh, I
favorite
love
pumpkin
pumpkin
dessert.
pie. I'll eat the
I'm a
whole pie.
pumpkin cookie, pumpkin cream cheese roll, pumpkin whoopie pies, pumpkin pumpkin every I'll eat pumpkin pie. It's
Hmm.
just like further down on the list of my
Mm.
pumpkin things I
It's my
like.
favorite pie.
Is it?
It is.
Wow, it's not my favorite pie.
And I love Dunkin's pumpkin donuts. Oh, I can't wait for
All right, shut up. You're making me hungry.
that.
And with that being said, make like a shadow and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at
Lurking in the Shadows podcast.
Check us out on TikTok at
Lurking in the Shadows pod.
Any questions, concerns, or case suggestions, shoot us an email at
lurkingintheshadowspodcast@gmail.com. And keep lurking around for our next episode. Bye.
Bye.